Hey, and welcome back, everyone. This is the First Inning Radio Show, and we're usually live now on Spotify. Just search the First Inning Radio Show BX Bomber 2011. You'll find all our episodes there. Here, also, as well, please hit the likes button and share and subscribe to other Yankee fans because I will be showing you the number one fan experience at Yankee Stadium like no other. Autographs, catching baseballs, and meeting famous people. And I'll be doing that along with this season with Roger, the big Yankee fan. So say hello, Roger.
Hello, good evening, DX Pharma. We are recording on February 27th, 2020. And definitely looking forward to being in your vlogs and doing a lot of good things with you this season as well. And unfortunately, the Yankees have had some fairly serious injuries so far, even before March has come.
Yeah, I know, man. Giancarlo's out, Severino's out, Judge is out, and Paxton. Yeah, man, it's getting bad. Hopefully, nobody else gets injured.
I know they seem to be snake bitten, and the situation with Luis Severino is he worked out over the winter and was looking forward to coming into 2020 and being a force for the Yankee pitching staff. And right off the bat, he was feeling pain in his arm, and they sent him to New York City for analysis and doctor appointments, and they discovered that he has a tear of his UCL, and will have to have Tommy John surgery. There right now, I believe he may have already had it, or he's going to have it very soon, and he will be out for all of this year and at least half of next year. I mean, he might not even be back to full strength until 2022.
Yeah, that's true. But you know something? Um, around he got hurt in the spring, right? Or I mean spring. In the beginning of the season, Severino got hurt, right? Like around springtime, like around June or something like that, didn't he?
Oh no, he was out for just about all of last season. He was injured right at the beginning with shoulder problems, right at the beginning of spring training. And if
Right.
you recall, you and I went and saw the Yankees and the Angels in September 17th, and he did not even make his debut in 2019 until that day that we were there
Right.
against the Angels.
Right. That's right. I was trying to remember. Um that's right. But last year they said he needed Tommy John surgery,
Oh,
and
I don't recall if they said that or not. They said that he was suffering all kinds of ailments and then muscle pulls, and he was out for the entire year. And then he came back, and we saw his debut for 2019 on September 17th against the Angels, a good Yankees 8-0 win. And that was a fun day. We were there with James from Section 420 talking Yanks
right.
and his uncle, and then he made just another start or two during the season, and then made two starts during the postseason.
I believe it was when he made his start, he got hurt again. And when he got hurt
Yes, I
again,
believe that might have been what happened there, and he was working out over the winter and training, and he was really wanted to look forward to having a strong 2020 season. And boom, this happens right off the bat where he was feeling that pain,
right.
and they sent him to New York City to have the analysis done, and they had determined that his ligament, his UCL, is partially torn, and he will have to have the Tommy John surgery.
Exactly. And what I was trying to say is it's the same injury when he got hurt now from the last time he got hurt. And they were saying
Yeah,
that
it
he could
appears as if that is the case.
and,
Yes.
and they were saying at the time that he should get Tommy John surgery, but the Yankees didn't want to do that, you know? They
Oh
thought
wow,
they
wow!
thought
I was not aware of that information. That's good information that you had there. I
yeah.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, they thought that they could how you say rehabilitate him over the wintertime, that he'll be strong enough for the springtime.
I
But
see.
he came back strong, but for some reason he's feeling that in his changeup. He's feeling that pain when
Right.
he throws the changeup. So It's something they have to watch, and as man, it sucks. But you know what? It sucks for Severino, and it sucks for Aaron Judge being hurt as well because now it really hurts your baseball card. Because now it makes you look like an average player because you didn't play for any of the season. You know?
Right, exactly. It really is a case of where a lot of these guys are really having a major hard time staying on the field. And if you would like, we could talk about the Don Carlos Stanton situation, and I have a
Yeah.
nice article from the New York Post that I could go through for you.
And another thing too, it hurts their chances of being legends. Because right now they compare Jeter to Aaron Judge and stuff like that. But then when you're getting hurt like that all the time and you're not playing, after a while you can't be compared to these players, and you'll be just an average player, and you was just a dud. You
Well,
know?
yes, their playing time is severely limited. They lose a lot of playing time, and obviously your numbers will reflect that. You won't have a full season worth of numbers because you're on the disabled list or injured for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I mean it turns into two words: asset or liability. You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you gonna be great for the team like Garrett Cole is gonna be great for the next 9 years, or you're gonna be a liability like Giancarlo Stanton for the next 8 years and be
Yeah,
in
really
witness
is just the
protection?
case of, there are some players that are just brittle. And, I mean, there's so many that you could talk about. Troy Tulowitzki, you could talk about Tulowitzki, and you could talk about Jacoby Ellsbury and Greg Bird. And there are players that sure had a lot of potential, but what's the use of it if they can't play?
Yeah, exactly. I believe it's those training regiments they have, man. Us throwing around sledgehammers on tires and all kind of stuff like that, doing crazy nonsense. They gotta
Exactly.
tone it down a little bit. You can't. I mean, you can exercise, yeah, but you don't have to go in there lifting 1,000 pounds.
Yes, Mickey Mantle did not. Mickey Mantle was naturally chiseled and didn't really do weightlifting during the season. Mickey Mantle, and he was naturally chiseled and naturally strong, and he did a lot of calisthenics and running and stretching. But Mickey Mantle is also someone that suffered a lot of injuries throughout his career. But he
Yeah.
was also a carouser and didn't do the best at taking care of himself.
Well, yes, yes, and Mickey Mantle, he got hurt because of playing, though. You know,
Right.
he didn't get hurt because of some crazy, weird calf strain. You know what I mean? He got hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt running on a drain pipe, running down first base type of thing into somebody, and he hurt his ACL type of thing. So he got hurt playing, not like these guys. They're off the field getting hurt. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
difference.
Exactly.
That's the difference. The guys. Mickey Mantle got hurt playing on the field, and these guys today are getting hurt playing off the field.
Right, just exercising or doing drills. And if you would like, I have a lot of information here. And this is an article called How Steinbrenner Sees a Bright Side of the Injuries. And I can go through that for you.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Considering James Paxton arrived in spring training coming off back surgery, Aaron Judge hasn't taken batting practice yet due to a barking right shoulder. Don Carlos Stanton suffered a sprained right calf Tuesday, and Luis Severino underwent Tommy John surgery Thursday. Al Steinbrenner was asked if he believed the Yankees were snake bit by injuries. Stanton was disappointing, but if you asked me if it would happen now or September, I would take now, Steinbrenner told the Post in a Steinbrenner Field hallway before Thursday's game against the Rays. The good news is that it is not serious and he will be back. Stanton, who has a grade 1 sprain, was spotted Thursday morning walking with Director of Medical Services Steve Donahue toward an exit, and the duo were seen walking back toward the clubhouse early in the afternoon. Wednesday manager Aaron Boone said it was likely to be a close call whether Stanton is ready for opening day on March 26th in Baltimore. It will probably put us up against against it a little bit. I would say it is time for him to get back, but then getting built up and stuff, we will see, said Boone, who explained Stanton would be inactive for 2 weeks. After being limited to 18 regular season games and 5 in the postseason a year ago, there is a chance a 30-year-old outfielder DH starts the season on the injured list. That would potentially open a spot for Clint Frazier for a left field platoon between him and left-handed hitting Mike Tauchman. The Yankees took a look at Miguel Andujar in left field on Wednesday, and he will get another chance if he can handle the position. As he did on Wednesday in a Newsday article, Steinbrenner explained the proper steps were taken in the process that led to Severino having a partial tear in the right elbow that necessitated Tommy John surgery. The reality was we did the MRI, and of course everything was negative, and MRIs are very thorough, Steinbrenner said. The problem, stiffness, if you will, wasn't where it normally is for Tommy John surgery. That kind of threw us off. As far as getting surgery, that's the last resort. Two MRI exams and a CT scan during the off season didn't unearth a partially torn UCL, but a dye contrast MRI administered early this week did, and send Severino on a path that will cost him the season and likely months of 2021 as well. With Severino gone for the year and Paxton likely out until sometime in May or possibly June, the Yankees are searching for 2 starters to begin the season with. Out of the group of 5 in-house candidates, Jordan Montgomery is viewed as the leader. Also in the mix are Deivi Garcia, Michael King, Jonathan Loaisiga, Chad Bettis, and who isn't on the 40-man roster as a candidate. Loaisiga, Montgomery, and Bettis have the most major league experience. King pitched in 1 game a year ago. Garcia, who is only 20 years old, hasn't worked in the big leagues yet. Luis Cessa could also force his way into rotation spot, but the Yankees' preference is for the right-hander to work in relief. Todd Green could be used as an opener, a role he handled 15 times last year, and Clark Schmidt is also in the mix. So there you have it.
Oh man. So what do you think is gonna happen now?
Well, at this point in time, I mean, the Yankees, as we know, had 30 players on the injured list here, 39 different times, and it was the next man up mentality. And they did very well. All of the players performed extremely well. DJ LeMahieu and Gio Urshela, and they really went through the season winning 103 games. We have to wonder how many years in a row they can sustain these type of injuries and still make it through. So that is a question to be asked, and let's hope they don't have that serious amount of injuries this year.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They won 103 games without Severino last year, so
and Giancarlo Stanton, really.
And without Garrett Cole.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So it's just a very rough situation, the amount of injuries that they have had. But we're just going to have to muscle through it. And Clint Frazier looks very good. And when we talk about the game shortly, I'll tell you that Clint Frazier hit a home run today.
Right.
And he looks very good as a possibility in left field, along with Miguel Andujar and Mike Tauchman. So they have some very talented players that can fill in now.
That's right. And also, I was going to say Tyler Wade hit a home. But you know what? The Yankees, what they should do is, I think they should buy a big pitcher by the trade deadline.
Oh.
To help the pitching rotation at least. That way, not even if you need him, but you might need it because who knows what more pitchers could get hurt. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I know. I remember a couple of radio shows I was saying what you can that I can't guarantee anything except the fact that there will be injuries. And sure enough, I mean, they're snake bit with 4 guys out already, and it hasn't even turned March 1st.
I guess it takes 2 years to be cured from the Ellsbury's disease.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. And what did happen is the Yankees had two very strong spring training victories. And on Wednesday, the Yankees beat the Nationals 8-2 in a rain-shortened game. And if you would like, I will go through the takeaways of the 8-2 win over the Nationals.
And I just want to say too, not to take away from nothing from the Yankees, yeah, but no, they got enough players to play game. They
Oh
just have
yeah,
to just do
they're
good.
very stacked with talented players.
If they go out there, I mean, they all sound real good, but hopefully they could do it, man. Because if they don't, man, it's gonna be real bad. You know, and
Oh
and and
yeah,
it's really
yeah,
up to the pitching staff now because all the players are good except for two, which they can do without. But it's a big blow to us though anyway. But there's plenty of
right.
talent there. Take over.
Oh yeah, I mean, and there were players like Florial and different players like Gittins and Florial that are very talented players that if they weren't on the Yankees, they could already be in the major leagues.
Oh, they could be a starter on any team. Our
You
bench
know,
players, and minor leaguers are starters on any other team.
exactly. And so what happened here is on Wednesday, the Yankees had a strong 8-2 victory over the Nationals. It was rain shortened then in the fifth inning. And the five takeaways from that is number one, Masahiro Tanaka got the start for the Yankees on Wednesday, and he pitched to mixed results. After a relatively clean first inning, the second frame was a different story for Tanaka. After striking out Yadiel Hernandez, Tanaka hit Carter T-Boom with a pitch, and then allowed a two-run home run to Rowdy Reed, putting the Nationals up 2-0. All in all, Tanaka allowed 2 runs on 2 hits, while also striking out a pair in 2 innings of work. And number two, back at the top of the lineup, DJ LeMahieu recorded his first hit of the spring training. Eric Kratz on an RBI double in the third inning to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead. And LeMahieu is now 1-for-7 at the plate. Number three is Gary Sanchez, who was 0-for-2 at the plate, but he did drive in his first run of the spring in the bottom of the third inning. Sanchez lifted a sac fly to center fielder Victor Robles, and with Robles committing a throwing error, both LeMahieu and Gleyber Torres were able to score. And number four is following Tanaka's 2 innings, the trio of Zach Britton, Chad Green, Tommy Kahnle pitched 3 scoreless innings. Neither Britton nor Green allowed a hit, and the trio combined for 4 strikeouts in 3 innings. And number five is Mike Ford and Clint Frazier. Both gave the Yankees solid contributions from the bottom of the lineup. Ford was 1-for-2 with 2 runs scored on the day, while Frazier was 1-for-1 with 2 runs scored as well. And that was a nice, strong, rain-shortened Yankees 8-2 victory over the Nationals on Wednesday.
Well, at least they did their thing.
Exactly.
Did uh 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 man, did they have their good players out there? Cause they won the championship.
Yes, they did have a number of their starters out there, but it was a lineup that had quite a number of prospects in it too, because they were the road team.
Oh, they were the road team. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
these
got some
last
good
two
players.
games were played at Steinbrenner Field,
Crazy
and
man.
the Yankees did have a strong 7-1 victory today over the Rays, and it was a very, very nice game for the Yankees. It was a chilly day in Florida, but the 5 takeaways for that is number one, Jay Happ got the win after allowing 1 earned run on 2 hits in 3 innings. The veteran lefty struck out 2 batters and continued to look strong after his 3 strikeout performance against the Blue Jays on February 22nd. Number two is shortstop Tyler Wade hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the first inning to give the Yankees a 2-1 lead. Clint Frazier then made it 3-1 after blasting a solo home run to left field in the first inning. And number 3 is right-hand pitcher Clark Schmidt, who looks very good. The Yankees' top-rated prospect, according to The Athletic. Heath Law struck out 3 and allowed 2 hits in 2 innings. The 24-year-old has yet to make his major league debut, but ended the 2019 season going 2-0 with a 2.37 home run average at Double-A Trenton. And number 4 is Zach Granite. Granite went 1 for 2 with an RBI double in the bottom of the 4th inning, giving the Yankees a 4-1 lead. Brett Gardner then drove in another run on the line drive to right field, making it 5-1. And number 5 is Mike Ford came in for Granite as a pinch hitter and hit a 2-run home run in the 8th inning. Ford finished the game 2 for 2 with 2 runs batted in and a run scored. Right-hand pitcher Jonathan Loaisiga pitched the final 2 innings of the game, striking out 4 batters and not allowing a hit. And Jonathan Loaisiga's fastball was being clocked at 97 miles per hour. So that was a strong 7-1 victory today for the Yankees.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, they're getting hotter and hotter now. So if the Yankees could keep, if the Yankees could keep the merry go round, yeah, the Yankees could do very well, go all the way in the season. But it's up to that pitching rotation to hold it down on the defensive side.
Right. I mean, they really do have a lot of talent. I mean, the secondary players like Clint Frazier and Mike Ford and Miguel Andujar, I mean, these are all very talented players.
Yeah, no, they truly are. Maybe Clint Frazier gets the start this year.
Right. As we'll see. The Major League Baseball teams are able to carry an extra player for the entire season. It's not going to be a 25-man roster. It is going to be a 26-man roster.
Well, there you have it. And also, but you know what? Man, I don't know if he can play that right field, man. He has problems over there, right field.
Right. Well, let's hope that Judge's injury, the latest I heard about Judge is that by the end of next week, he may start to be seeing some live action. So let's hope that this sparking shoulder from Judge is not going to be some type of thing that's going to ail him for the entire year. And the deal with Stanton, these calf strains on highly muscle guys, they can be a pain in the butt all year long.
True, but it's getting so bad to the point where we have to think like they're never coming back again. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Because you don't know if they're gonna get healthy or when are they gonna get healthy, or there's no timetable, never. So you never know. It could take weeks or months.
Stanton has been brittle throughout his entire career. I believe he only had like 1 season or 2 seasons, maybe 1. I don't have it in front of me, where he actually played over 150 games. I think for 5 of his 9 years, he has played 125 games or less.
Wow.
It's Stanton. He looks like an Adonis. He's built like a Roman god, so to speak, and yet he is so brittle. He has been nagged and plagued with injuries throughout his entire career.
I don't want to. I don't want them to do what they did to like A-Rod. And they start booing them and they, you know what I'm saying, and starts turning into a crappy player. For some reason,
right? And you know that the Yankee fans, are not very, very patient with Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, they already ripping
a lot out of him, and when he's not even on the field, when he does come back and strike out, he's going to hear the boo birds.
Exactly. Yankee fans are tough, man. Yankee fans are already done with Giancarlo already. They want him off the team, traded, all kind of crap. So I don't want that type of energy to go to Judge neither. So,
no, I don't want to see that type of energy go to Judge. I don't think it will. Judge is really a fan favorite. He has the judges' chambers, and the fans really like him quite a bit. In Mickey Mantle's day, he often got booed at Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, of course, man. But there's gonna be a day, sad to say, that is not gonna say Judge of Chambers anymore. Probably gonna
Right.
say Delta's box, stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, I'll tell you.
because
But so judges, let's hope that this is something he can work through, and that it won't nag him throughout the year. The shoulder problem.
he's played. This is his fifth season, right?
Let's see. He came up in August of 2016. So 17, 18, 19. This is only his fourth full year.
This is, I think, his number 5 season because he
Well,
came.
yeah, if you include 16, he came up in August of 16.
Yeah, yeah. So it's his fifth season. I mean, 6 next after next year, I think his contract is up. So it's gonna look very bad because I mean, are the Yankees gonna pay him the money now?
Right,
For
it's
him
kind
to
of the
come
same
back at the
situation
Yankees.
now. You'll have to see what the Yankees plan on doing as far as extending Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge.
So they're gonna take Sanchez over Judge.
Right, and it really is a case as of right now this year through arbitration. Well, they made the deal with him already. He did not have to go to arbitration court or anything. Judge will be making over $8 million this season.
Wow, that's great, man. So he's gonna be making some more millions when he gets the free agency. And
Right,
hopefully the
right.
Yankees could he'll stay a Yankee.
Oh yes, I'm sure he will. And he's a fan favorite, and for us, I'm really looking forward to seeing you on April 4th. And I'll be getting to Yankee Stadium that Saturday, April 4th. And on the very first arrival of me at Yankee Stadium, I have a ticket for you, and we will be in section 412 for that Saturday afternoon game together.
Oh wow, that's cool, man. I gotta remember that. That's what day is that? April what?
That's April 4th. That's Saturday, April
April
4th.
4th, Saturday. Okay, cool, man.
And you and I will be, that'll be the second Yankees home game of the year. And we will be together. What I'm doing is I have got my 3 games scheduled and all set to be picked up at the will call window on April 4th. And what I'm doing is I'm saving up for this coming month and the beginning of April. And once I'm already there at the Yankees ticket office, I will get my 3 games for April, and I will buy the remainder of my games at the ticket office. So I'm not paying Ticketmaster surcharges. I'll get the rest of my games right there when I'm there for that game.
Yeah, true, true. I think they still get you on surcharges though. Stadium. It's
Oh,
a
I believe I did it one year, and they did not charge me the $7 or $8 that Ticketmaster adds
wow.
on to the ticket.
It was cheaper.
Yes, it is. Since I'm already going to be up there, that really adds up. If I'm getting another 6 games, we're talking about another $60 added to the bill when you get it from Ticketmaster.
Yeah, that's what sucks, man. A $25 ticket turns into a $35 ticket or $40 ticket.
Right, exactly,
You know,
exactly.
really quickly, man.
Right,
Crazy.
so that's why I have got my 3 games scheduled for April. I'll get them at the will call window. Then I'll walk right over to the ticket office, and I'm right there, and I will get my games for the remainder of the season. And this gives me March and April to get money together to get the rest of my games.
All right, cool, man. So I guess we'll leave it there, and this will be the end of the show. I want to
Okay,
thank
sounds
everyone for
good.
listening. Go search me on social media at BXBomber27, YouTube, and all that. And y'all on the next. So long, everybody. See ya.
Take care.